play of the game. Just came after him. What about how your D-line played? Tell me about that.
Yeah, they got after it, you know. Went up against an offensive line that hadn't given up a lot of pressure. That was a byproduct of them having a good offensive line and also a quarterback's pretty elusive, strong runner. So, yeah, we committed to that, especially early on, that we were gonna force the issue to get after him a little bit, and it worked pretty good. We got home quite a few times.
Is that a matchup thing, or is that kind of what you envision this defense looking like going forward?
No, I think that's kind of what we've found this groove, you know, and you know, it's a combination of really mixing up things in the back end to give quarterbacks some issues and hold the ball a little bit longer, a little bit more pressure, and then just dialing up the stunt versus the protection that we were to see that week, you know, in game planning our stunts, and then we got guys that are just winning, you know. I don't know, what does Dion have now?
Dion had 3 sacks.
3 sacks.
Know, what does that give him for the season? 11 or 12?
I think it's like
9?
Oh, really? It's 6 coming in? I thought he had
Something like
7.
I think it was
Maybe 7.
I think it was 7. 7
So
10.
at least he got 10 and a half. Yeah, that's you know, for a guy that didn't play a whole lot his freshman year, that's promising. You know, and he's only going to get better. I mean, he's got some freaky get-offs now. He's fun to watch.
Are you learning new stuff you can do with Miles Jack pretty much every game?
Yeah, I mean, he just gives us so much versatility. We go out there and we can play 3-4 personnel, but then go right into a nickel world without having a sub, because he goes from outside backer to nickel, and he does a lot of things that typically DBs would do. So for me, it makes it so much easier because, you know, obviously these guys weren't so much tempo, but a lot of these teams that we play are tempo. It makes it hard when you have to constantly try to match, you know. So it's it's been a good thing for us.
Kind of seemed like the quintessential EK performance today. What was it like seeing him play his final game, especially with how well he did?
Yeah, shoot. I rarely get surprised anymore by him. You know, he's that guy that just shows up every single day, and you know what you're going to get from him. You know, he's going to be missed around here big time. Not just because of his obvious talent, but his leadership and the example that he's provided for these young guys.
Was there a game this season where you saw everything kind of like for Dion?
I would say it was a couple weeks after that Oregon game. You know, he came to me. We had a long conversation regarding just his play and his attitude, and he is such a great kid, an amazing human being, and he was just so responsive to it. And he really just made a decision that you know, he was going to be great and he was going to do whatever it took, and it was just fun to see him progress.
How much will you use this game in recruiting? I mean, you had Miles playing nickel and stuff like that. You had Dion and standing up sometimes.
Right.
How much will you send this film out to guys and stuff?
Yeah, you'd like to think that they saw it. You know, it was one of our few national games where there was no other games on. You know, so hopefully a lot of people are watching. And yeah, I think that we've created a lot of versatility with not just those two guys, but you know, positions across the board. Ask our guys to do a lot of different things, and I think if you're a true football player, you want to be challenged, you want to be utilized in a lot of different ways, and you want every skill developed, whether it's coverage or pass rush or whatever it is, stopping the run. So I think that should be appealing to a lot of recruits.
What do you lose with Elway? You have to play inside outside.
Right.
What is he meant to